This would not be KD being parachuted into a ready-made situation. Now he's putting them over at the top. This would be replacing the ready-made situation with Kevin Durant. You still have a couple of valuable pieces in Time Lord and Tatum, especially Tatum, but it's not the same thing. Now you are in Brooklyn's position. We hope Brogdon can stay healthy. We hope KD can stay healthy. We hope it all gels. Not in the Boston Celtics position, which is we've built this organically for years and we are ascending as a unit. So I think you're right, Jay. It's a bad deal for Boston.
I mean, I know what it looks like on paper. When you see Kevin Durant added to a Boston Celtics team, you get excited. But at the end of the day, if you're Brad Stevens and you're looking at realistically, do I have to give up the attitude and the heart and soul of my team moving forward, considering we do have injury issues with Brogdon? Even though KD is a prolific talent, we were just in the World Championship. And I know Chris Middleton, if he were healthy, they might have been the favorite. They might have won that. But there is a big sense of this feeling amongst all the Boston Celtics players that they do believe that they were the talented team enough to win that championship series against Golden State. Grant Williams even talked about it, where they just don't believe that they were disciplined enough.
Well, that's
they
part
didn't
of
have
being
the
good
right
enough.
composure.
Yeah.
It has to do with experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Experience.
100%. By the way, I felt that about the Warriors back in the day. They've gained championship experience. It shows up in crunch time.
So I got to ask you a question, Jay. If it was Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, and Derek White and draft picks,
I do it.
Okay.
I would do it.
Because I would do that in the
I would do that.
In other words, what you're not going to do is remove two core pieces.
Yes, not removing two core.
The core of the Celtics, in my opinion, is Tatum and Brown and Smart and Robert Williams, Time Lord. I think he's part of that core because they're much different when he plays. I'm not giving you two of those pieces.
Plus,
you can have one plus other stuff.
I like the attitude that Marcus Smart and KD combined give me. I like the way that rubs off on Jason Tatum, who is the star of this team.
Michael,
so you need somebody to bridge that, right? Because if KD just comes in with Jason Tatum's naturally going to defer to Kevin Durant. And Marcus Smart will be the person, no, you don't defer. And KD, I'm sure, would tell him, don't defer. This is your team. You need somebody that can communicate that for those two players.
Good luck stopping a team with KD. This is why it's tantalizing, though. Good luck stopping a team with Tatum and KD. Michael in Chicago, you're on with Harry Douglas in for Keyshawn. Jay, Will, and Max, ESPN Radio.
Good morning.
What up, baby?
There's absolutely no way I'm trading any part of the Celtic core for Kevin Durant at 34 years old. Who,
any part of it?
To me, looked average. To me, he looked average against the Celtics, so why would I trade for him?
Any part of the core?
Yeah, be more specific when you say core. Like, who exactly are you talking about?
Okay, I'm not giving up Tatum. I'm not giving up Brown. I'm not giving up Smart. I'm not giving up Williams.
Oof.
None of them.
You're not giving up anything for KD.
All right, man.
Well, you're not getting KD.
So, Michael, if they asked for Jaylen Brown, Derek White, draft picks.
He's gone, Jay.
You're not doing it. Oh, he's gone?
KD looked average. Why would I trade for him?
So, I mean, look.
He didn't look average.
So
he just didn't
he wasn't average throughout the season. He was pretty prolific, but he did look bad in that series. And he looked bad in that series due to the way that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown defended him, and the fact that his coach, Ime Udoka, for USA Basketball, watched KD train daily and knew his tendencies.
Yeah, remember when KD was young, the one thing you could do was deny him the ball. He wasn't physically strong enough. He addressed every weakness in his game at his peak. And I take his peak to mean what the series he got hurt in against Toronto. He had become impossibly great by then. Then the Achilles went. And now he is not the same overall player. He doesn't play as much. He doesn't play at quite as high a level, even on offense, but certainly not on defense.
But was Michael saying that he would take Jaylen Brown over Kevin Durant?
He said he just wouldn't trade him. He
just wouldn't trade him.
He doesn't want to trade any of the core.
Okay.
I don't know.
What was that Q-Tip song? Won't trade. Remember that one? How'd that go? Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with you on that. I don't think KD is slightly off. I think he slightly maybe. Right. But he's not as far off as your narrative you just built around.
Jay, offensively, he is playing at a stupid high level still. If I had to say which offense would I rather have, that KD or this KD, I'll take that KD.
Max, defensively, he's still pretty damn good.
No,
bro.
I totally disagree. Defensively, KD is willing. That's awesome.
Max.
He's willing to take on the toughest assignment.
Max.
He is not as
Sometimes
effective
you
as
can
he
be a
used to be.
product
Okay,
of your
so I
environment.
need-
Nobody in Brooklyn played defense.
I need Max to break down film for me, because every
Okay.
film I've broken down, KD's not far off from where he was defensively.
But
Don't come out here,
you keep saying not far
I'm
off.
not.
Is he as
Well,
good?
Well, he's more than serviceable.
I agree with that.
Way more than serviceable.
I agree with that. He
But
is
you,
more
you,
than
you
serviceable.
build it up like he's dropped
He
off
had
defensively.
because people. I don't think you're holding in your mind how great he had become as an overall player at the end with the Warriors before the Achilles went. The two parts of his game that I was like, for example, I'll talk about Giannis. To me, the big thing with Giannis more than his shot is his handles. If his handles were 15% better, let's say, it's over. Now we're talking about Michael Jordan territory. For KD, to me, the two things that made it like, oh my God, what are we seeing here? Because the offense was always ridiculous. Was the defense and the passing
Max,
at Golden State. Those two parts of his game went to absurd
But
new levels.
What clouds that sometimes is that the Brooklyn Nets was so horrible defensively as a team. So sometimes
That's a
that
good
could be
point.
clouded.
Thank you, man. And
There's
by
no
the way,
Draymond Green on that team.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Let's not look at this in a vacuum here, man. I know we get coming off the way things ended, but I mean, it was only last year when he went head to head with Giannis and dropped that 50-point. People were like he's incredible. And now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I'm just saying they may have dropped off. It's not. It don't work that way.
Well,
man.
what I'm saying is
It
this,
don't work
Jay.
that way
What
to
I'm
me.
saying
Not
is
to
this.
me.
What did they say, Jay?
Oh, he dropped off. He's not the same.
What I'm saying is this.
I'm like, what-
I point out.
What are you talking about?
Jay, I'm the one who points out constantly on this show, on This Just In, wherever about when the subject of KD comes out, that last time he was seen before this year in the playoffs, he came within a hair of beating the eventual champions by himself. Is he that much of a different player now that people are sleeping on him like that? But even that player, Jay, to me wasn't quite the same as the one pre-Achilles. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.